Oh. Finally here, man. I've been meaning to stream this literally all this entire patch, like this past week, I think, and I just haven't. I don't even know what this thing has been out for. Yeah, it's half this patch is already over, and I still have not streamed it. Actually, real quick before we do that, I want to do this because I keep forgetting to do Lindy's trial. I keep forgetting, and I like need to do it. It's one of it's the only thing that gives me
Step right up. A round of applause. Stay calm. And voila! Yeah. Let's get this show on the road. Lightning terrified! Step right up. Everybody stand! Our bond is strong. And voila! A round of applause. Booba, get them! Let's light it up! Teamwork is trick! This way! Out of my way! Step right up.
Here we go. Alright, cool. Hold on. Yes. Finally, I've been avoiding the flower. God, I hate that name, man. The Flower Feather Clan is such a horrible name. I genuinely hate it, but I've been avoiding it like the plague because I like there's no reason for me to. I didn't want to accidentally trigger the thing, so I just completely avoided it. Dun, dun, dun. I also don't want to accidentally trigger the reputation quest, so we're just gonna completely avoid it and go this way. It would be way better if I can each, but I don't want to bring Kanichi out, so you know. Bum, 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 bum.
Need a surfboard?
Bam. It's a cool looking place though. It is just kind of Scions of the Canopy, but red instead of green.
Need a surfboard?
That place is cool. I definitely want to do that quest too. I don't know what I want to, like, if I want to just do it myself or make a video out of it, but I do want to do that quest. That location is visually impressive.
Wait, isn't that Yansan? Wonder what she's doing here.
Yeah, before that, I'm gonna go and grab the waypoint. I think it's over here. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. That's all the waypoints on the mainland. All that's left is like all. There are so many over here. I don't know why there are so many teleport waypoints over here. There's so many. Oh, there's a thing. It's way up there. Can I climb this? Oh, never mind. Doesn't even matter.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Her voice actor, her voice act, she still doesn't have voice acting. Just take it easy before the real work begins. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my feet on the way here. The whole thing will need to be reinforced.
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that? Perfectly defined. I can lift this stuff up with one hand.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed.
Why did he make that noise?
My back.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and fight some meds. Take it easy for the next few days, alright? I don't want this getting worse. And don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have trained harder.
I can already tell that this is gonna be more of a humorous Archon Quest, like, because the Batman story so far has actually been pretty, like, pretty dark, I would say. Like, it's a lot of stuff happens that's not particularly funny. And it seems this is a more lighthearted take. I honestly didn't expect anything Archon Quest related in this update. I thought they were just gonna wait. And I would have been totally fine with that. Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone still not have an assignment? Chief Mutota needs our help.
Anson!
Traveler Paimon, what are you doing here?
We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather clan was hit a lot worse though, so I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe. They brought them along. These are my students. Right, you're a sports coach. Hey, good memory. You a sports lover? I can design a training plan for you. Looks like you're in pretty good shape already. Competitive fighting, extreme sports. You can take your pick. As for you, Pyron, we might have to start you off on a balanced meal plan.
What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some glazed meat stew, fried shrimp bean balls, sour sauce kipper, and stuffed and mashed potatoes. That's practically nothing.
This case is even worse than I imagined. I know just the thing. Kale juice. I'll make you some soon.
Kale juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Traveler? If Eonson's going to make some for free, Paimon wouldn't feel terrible if you won't get to try it.
Anyway, I don't talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a few good people to help with something. Are you two free? As you can see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm a few people short.
Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Perfect, then follow me. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be a little bit shorter than a normal Archon quest. It's just, you know, it's just the nature of Archon of an interlude quest and not the main stuff. Which is totally fine. If it's a little bit short, I'll do the event as well because I still have that event. Yeah. Well, I was gonna do something. I forgot. Why? I keep. Oh yeah. The next shop reset is tomorrow. Yeah, in 10 hours. That'll be nice. And then we also get this. These two get changed, which will be interesting. Hopefully, good carry. I don't know the rotation. All I know is that Fischl is coming out. All I know is that Fischl is releasing. Oh, hello.
Time to go.
We made it, Chief.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something happen to them?
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there?
Mentally ill person. What a title. Oh my god.
I'm drowning, and there's something in the water.
You are not drowning.
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands and hands in my stomach.
Oh,
My
nice.
stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
I haven't been on a what was the last trip I went on? I don't remember. I think I went to pick up when we first got my dog. We went there. We had to go out of state to pick him up. I think that's the last trip I went on.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Oh.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
I think you should take the hammer away from the mentally ill person.
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
What could have caused this?
We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions.
Can you imagine you just have like a Minecraft name tag over your head that has your name and then your title and it just says mentally ill person? Oh my god, that'd be so crazy. Also, this guy, he looks like Dante from Devil May Cry. And now that I've seen it, I can't not see it.
We've never seen the effects this heightened before. But maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy sauce? What's that?
Okay, it sounds like they're saying Gasoy sauce.
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
I could try to help.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
Okay, I guess it didn't work.
It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
Of course not.
What is it, Aeon-san?
We'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Let them go where they feel comfortable, and Traveler Paimon and the Traveler Paimon and I will talk to them. Okay, why did they do this? Why did they put and the and then your name? Because they should have just put and. Because she's meant to say and the Traveler Paimon and I, but nobody uses Traveler as a name. At least I would assume not a lot of people do. So it just doesn't make sense.
But,
Are you sure about this?
I know your word, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but won't know until we try. Well, don't just stand there. Let's go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. Okay, so we're just gonna follow the mentally ill person around. That's not creepy at all. Alright, it's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. This is a bad situation, but I know the Warriors will find a way to pull through. After all we've overcome, so many challenges already. What's one more?
Time to go.
Whee. I know, I'm sure they won't, like, walk into a giant group of monsters or anything. That definitely won't happen. Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark. So cold. I want to go home.
Okay, just wait a little longer and we'll take you home. The caravan from my tribe should have brought some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help. Huh? When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Well, you know, if they had released Pyro Traveler, we wouldn't have to go and like manually start a fire. We could just bing, bang, boom, you know?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
It's working.
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
Okay, here's the question. If he believes he's underwater, how's he talking? What I mean, I would assume it would be like in his head type thing, but he's saying it out loud, so I'm not sure if it's meant to be his internal monologue that he's voicing, or like he just is talking out loud underwater. It's okay, we brought some friends from the people of the springs, the great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No. Please. Just leave me. Duarte.
Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. That was the second time he mentioned the name Duarte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask around and see what we can learn. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, or it could be otherwise. How will we know what he's thinking, and how could we save him as the heroes of the story?
My friend, is he any better?
We're working on it, but I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte ring any bells for you?
Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
Oh my god, we're wizards. That means we just need to bring Duarte here and...
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a... we're gonna make a fake Duarte? Maybe we don't need the real Duarte.
What do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others.
We just need to impersonate him. Based on the look on your face, I'm guessing you already have a plan. Aye, aye, Captain. Alright, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your friend.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Bring a Quackosaurus. Oh, I gotta... I understand. I was just pressing. Jesus Christ, game. Get off the thing. Ooh, a viewpoint. That's cool. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your pet is. Yeah, I know you lost your cat and all, but I don't remember it looking any different from. I don't remember it looking any different from all these other cats. So just like pretend this one is it. Oh my god. Land on the fire.
We're back. How are you feeling?
Duarte?
Step forward.
How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working.
Don't say that. You're gonna jinx it. What now? Push him lightly from behind.
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew, just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know? As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed.
Oh no, he's getting suspicious. Slam him hard. Push him back in the water.
Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
You explained the situation to Otoko. At least these names are
All back
pronounceable.
for me? Well, all I did was cause trouble for everyone. I'm so sorry.
None of this is your fault. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move past what happened here and what happened to Duarte.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, get some rest. His colleague will leave him to you. Hey, one down, two to go. Oh. Oh, we're gonna talk to the lady now, not the guy with the big hammer. I'm assuming the guy with the big hammer, we're gonna have to fight him.
Off we go. Faster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just whacked him a couple times and he was fixed. I mean, is that what mental hospitals are for? You just like take them in there and you go bang, bang, pow, and then they're all good.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me.
It's okay, there's nothing for Gosoithoth has lost. Nothing can hurt you anymore.
It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss.
Okay, you did not need to zoom in this close. Holy shit.
It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
They just have a cult form. It should be like.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she's worse shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
It's like you just bring in Fix It Felix with his hammer that can fix anything. You just start whacking the mentally ill. Oh my god. Afraid is right. I wonder what triggered it. The battle against the Abyss, or maybe like a Toko. This is a deep-rooted fear, and the Abyss just made it worse. All right, just like before, let's see what we can learn about her past.
Son, I heard you cured a Toko.
It's Dante.
I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can...
Chief Mutota, perfect timing. I was just looking for you. I wanted to ask you some questions. You explain what you did to cure a Toko as you take... Okay, I didn't get to read it all.
The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ian-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
Yes, I get the feeling that sometimes when I'm instructing a particularly gifted student, something like, wow, you were born to play this sport.
Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
What do you mean?
When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them.
I just can't imagine a character that looks like a Genshin character in a pool of blood. Like, I mean, the one scene of blood we've gotten, I think, is only Nublet's cut when he fought a child. And like, just imagining something in this art style surrounded by like a pool of blood, like this is Doom Eternal or some shit. I just can't do it.
Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter what.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home.
Okay, the Abyss is just home invaders now.
By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety. And the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen to you.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they're, with the stories they've been telling recently, they're trying to move past the more, like they're trying to they're trying to move in a more mature direction with the story, but like the visuals just don't lend themselves to that. Fontaine was, I think, the one that did it the best, the more mature story so best so far, because not only did we get the only little bit of blood, but like the story was actually really good. Especially because they kind of stopped trying to shoehorn combat into the story and just let it be a story. And even though it got really boring at the time, a lot of the time, it was still like, I think I preferred it like that instead of just like, you know how in Sumeru, you in like Act 2, you have one combat section just to have combat. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, it's better to just not have combat at all. But it does feel like they need to allow more mature visuals in their story if they want the story to be taken more in a more mature way.
She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
Maybe fighting the Abyss was her way of making sure she wouldn't lose anyone else. Yeah. Yeah, I would say Fontaine's Story Quest is definitely the best one. I hope that either after Natlan, which I don't think is how it's going to be, or after Snezhnaya, we go back and we go back to Mondstadt and Liyue specifically, and they update the story there because they deserve more treatment. Like Mondstadt and Liyue and Inazuma both were made before the switch to 5 acts. Like they were made before the switch to a more mature style story. They were made before Genshin had really found its own identity. It was still kind of a generic game back then. I remember I started playing this game because it was a Breath of the Wild clone in the movement system, and it totally was, and that's how I found it. But look at this now, fucking 4 years later, I'm still playing it. So like, it is like I like that they're moving in a more mature direction, but they need something like, you know, because like Zenless is not like has more mature themes, but it's also got a way more lighthearted and is way more stylized in this big way. And I like to compare Zenless to Persona a lot because they're very similar. And the fact that Belle and Wise are actual characters in Zenless instead of the Traveler not talking ever except for like a couple lines in Arc is so bad. Like, make the Traveler an actual character and make the story so much better.
How can we help her?
This one is tricky. If we can find the right opportunity, then...
Quali?
Oh, it's her brother, isn't it?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family?
Yes. Like the actual animated cutscenes, you know, like Child versus Nouvelle is like the one that I can remember off the top of my head. Those are always really good. Like they're always really cool. But this stand around and click through the dialogue doesn't lend itself to stuff like that. And like it makes sense for like the quests that aren't voice acted, but I wish that stuff like this had just more something going on. And it's like I in terms of the Traveler, the thing that I really the game that I really use as an example a lot is Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077 has it where you can choose male or female V, right? But even if you choose either of them, they're still fully voice acted, and even though it's a first person game, you get to fully customize them yourself, but that doesn't change their yeah. And I think that's Mondstadt had so many cutscenes because it was so short, but now that they're longer, they didn't add more cutscenes. It's just more nothing in between the cutscenes, and it just doesn't work as well, right? And it's like I think, and also I'd say the one gripe I have with Fontaine is the narwhal just kind of came out of nowhere at the end. It just was kind of it's like they needed a boss monster and they didn't know what to add, so they just created this creature that eats worlds for no reason, unless that was in the entire thing and they just didn't convey that it existed well enough. Like there was like it showed up a couple of times, but it wasn't really like a present threat like how the Dvalin was, you know. Yeah, and like in comparison to Dvalin showed up in the first 10 minutes of the game, attacked Mondstadt when you first got there, and then your whole quest is to work with Venti to try to, you know, help Dvalin because something is wrong with him, and that's actually like good. Or, you know, Liyue, where you show up in Liyue and then Rex Lapis dies immediately, and then because you know from Mondstadt that the Fatui are bad when you meet Mondstadt. Yeah, and they didn't connect the Primordial Sea to the narwhal well enough to make the narwhal make sense. if the primordial sea was a byproduct of the narwhal and the narwhal was the main threat, it would have made sense. But they presented it like the sea was the main threat and the narwhal was just kind of there for no reason. It definitely was an issue. And like I think even Sumeru did I'm not a huge fan of Sumeru's story. Because like I think it's just kind of meh. Like I like Nahida, but the Wanderer being the Scaramouche being the final boss was kind of whatever. And the actual fight against Scaramouche wasn't amazing either. I like the big Gundam thing. I thought it was funny, but like it wasn't amazing. But it's like at least they made Scaramouche, like at least they made the realization that something is wrong with the Akasha terminal like obvious from the start, and not like, you know. But anyway. Hold on, Chief Mutota. Looks like Kuchita's responding to his
If
words.
Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad.
You've defeated countless monsters already.
But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali. What should I do?
Kuchita.
I think you need to fight it one more time.
Fight it? One more time?
Good idea, Luck. Her fear of the Abyss runs deep, but she still has the will to fight. She just needs to defeat an Abyss monster by herself, and we can prove to her that the Abyss isn't indestructible, just like you said. I think it's worth a try, plus with us rounds, we can make sure she won't get hurt, although that also means finding an Abyss monster.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I was gonna bring up Elden Ring example, then I remembered Elden Ring doesn't have a really good, doesn't have an obvious story, so you can't really use that as an example. But you know, a lot of games use stuff like that, and it's typically great. And I also kind of wish they would use the previous nations in the current nation's story quest, because it'd make it seem like the world was more interconnected than it seems like now. Because right now it seems like each story takes place in its own bubble instead of them being a travel, like instead of them being a journey through them. It seems, because like there's no reason why, if we don't know anything past Sumeru, we wouldn't think to ask Nahida about it. The god of wisdom who knows everything. Like I don't see a reason that wouldn't be an idea that would form every time, you know. Or if it's something pertaining to, you know, Hydra, we go ask Nublet, or, you know, something like that. I would just like it if they use the characters that they have made and that everybody likes in the current story quest, while also setting, especially with the story quests being as long as they are now, it'd be really cool to see characters from the past story quests show up. You know, like we got in the first act of the story quest, I think, or it was like Acts 1 and 2, we cleanse some Abyss corruption, and we get a flashback to when we cleansed the thing with the tier with Venti, and like I was like, whoa, it's Venti, because you haven't seen him in a while in a story, and it's like, it would just be nice.
I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
Great, let's go right now. Kuchita, think you can make it?
There's no turning back. I have to face it, even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
Yeah. All right, this is close. Let's go. It's like, it's especially a problem with Nahida when we like need to discover some ancient secret. It's like, let's go ask Nahida. Like, it's not that hard. It makes so much sense too. It's like, you know, especially if they use more of the 4-star characters. Like, another thing that would make this feel like an actual world and the playable characters are actually characters is if they were in their spots. Like, if you could walk into the Knights of Favonius and just go see Jean and Lisa just kind of there, like that make the game just feel it make it feel like the characters you can play are actually a part of the world. and not like that. There's a point. Yeah, that is so, especially because you can just kind of go here and just like use it, and then you're. It's like it's not hard. It just feels like they forget about the like all of the story that they have already written. It's especially true because you can play as Charlotte, a literal journalist whose whole her moveset includes a camera. Like, how do you not remember this stuff? Random, let's get started. Also, why are Rift Towns like here? Like, I always got the feeling that Rift Towns should have been like they were like an enemy of the desert, like they were like a creature of the desert, but now they're just kind of making them a part of the abyss, and they just show up, and it sucks because Rift Towns suck, and I hate Rift Towns so much. Everything all right, Chachita? You don't have to force yourself to do this. How can we make this easier for her? I guess we should wear them down first, but I think it'd be better for this. I think it's better to stand guard for now. We should wait for the right moment to intervene.
You were the ones who killed them.
Okay, no.
As a kid,
Oh no, I guess so.
I thought my
That's the wrong
parents
thing.
were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain.
Why? So she said she looked at 3 Rift Towns and said, you're the ones who killed them. And then in the flashback, they used the big Hilichurl, or whatever it's called, you know, the Hilichurl variant, as the monster, when that's not what's over there. Oh my God.
They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Need a surfboard?
Yeah.
Stay away from my brother! Eat this! Check this out! That's the launch! Target wave!
I can do this. I have to do this.
One with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Alright, she's doing an amazing job. I'm definitely not carrying.
Nice and spicy!
The wind knows it. Tip.
There you go.
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
You defeated them. The last strike was absolute perfection. You pulverized them in a single hit.
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What just happened?
You explained the situation to Coach Cheetah.
That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that.
We cured her of her mental illness. Let's go. All she had to do was fight some stupid dogs. Yes.
I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
That's 2 out of 3, baby. And then we me when I snap it. Oh my god. It's important to listen to your limits, just like in training. Pushing too hard will only hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. It's like, yeah, me. Oh, I was mental. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face these fears alone anymore.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything.
I at least think Kochida's voice actor is really good. Like, the switch up from being scared to being not is really obvious, and that's good.
I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
Alright then, we'll head back. I made sure to check the surrounding area for monsters, and it's all clear, so take your time. Sometimes our fears never truly leave us, but tomorrow's a new day. As long as we keep moving forward, there will be better days to come. What is that? There's something over here. It doesn't seem like anything. Intermission time. I want to see what the heck this light is for. Hello. Observe. Oh, it's a big wall for the. Okay. Okay, we just have to find a bunch of the funny hoppy guys. So we're gonna do this. Intermission time. Hey, man. A child's notes. So scribble with visual. This game is called Bing Bong Ding Dong. When the Bing Bong Montu isn't Ding Dong, and ride the Saurian statues back to make it move forward. Get off the Saurian statue when the Bing Bong Montu counts down to a ding, or you'll lose. First one to run the Bing Bong Montu wins. And don't give me that. Isn't this just red light, green light crap? Rules are important. It's precisely because you don't respect the rules that you can't win. Bing Bong Ding Dong. Oh, you think he wants to sit on that little station? Dun 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 dun. Bing bong ding dong ding. Why don't you try to rush over and got caught? Guess this game over. Okay, so it's just red light, green light. Bing bong ding dong ding. Aha. You cannot defeat me, creature. Bing bong, ding dong, ding. This feels like a game that would have been in that Origami Land thing that is now gone for some reason. I still can't believe they did that, by the way. They made a whole region with like its own art style and like a pretty and actually pretty good story, and they just deleted it immediately. It's like, what? Why do that? Why wouldn't you just leave it? It was a really good place, and now everybody who plays it, who starts playing this game after that, will not be able to experience it. Like, why? It's just gonna take a while. You know what? I'm just gonna leave a marker here. This one. 20. Bing bong boing. Bing bong thing. There we go. Onwards.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible.
Alright, that's true. We did. I completely forgot. Yeah, the one good thing about streaming all of the oh, yeah, commission. The one good thing about streaming all the things is that if I ever forget something, I just go back and find it.
So all those rumors about the Traveler really are true.
Kochita's getting better too.
The Traveler and the not that's true. The Traveler and Paimon is normal. It's like also yeah. That is really weird. That's 2 people down. You're an amazing problem solver, Traveler. Probably a well-honed skill from all your travels, right? I mean, yeah, that's kind of every quest ever. Every time I show up in a main nation, I have to solve their big issue. And it's for no reason, because nobody else can do anything. You really know how to give people hope. Ever since you come to Natland, I've been feeling a lot better about our chances of winning this war. You helped a lot too.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit.
Haha, well, who am I to turn down such a nice compliment? Most people say the first step is the hardest, but it's not actually all that hard. Exaggerating the difficulty in your own head is where the fear comes in. It's true. You know, maybe Baiju can learn a thing or two, because Baiju seems to have problems. Baiju tries to take on the problem all on his own. It's not. That guy's stupid. I'll never get it. Might as well not try. I hear that kind of talk all the time. But if you break your goal into smaller parts, the first steps might actually turn out to be the easiest.
Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink more kale juice. You've probably heard that and thought, I can never eat meat again. I have to drink kale juice for every meal. I'll practically starve. That's why Paimon was so against it. In reality, all it takes is to start eating 2 fewer servings of blazed meat stew and adding some kale juice for nutrition. That's it. It's not about making drastic changes all at
That
once.
sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
Consistency is key. You can't accomplish your goals in one fell swoop. Oh, excuse me. You have to eat away at them little by little. My ancient name means power. Did you know that? So everyone thought I would grow up to be this tall, burly, muscular warrior. But that's not what happened. A lot of people were confused and disappointed. My fellow warriors wouldn't understand why I inherited that name over them. At first, I also felt lost. It was only later that I realized his true strength basically boils down to problem solving. Physical strength is just a means to an end, like everything else. So I began to break problems down into smaller parts. When facing an impossible situation, you just need to act. And if you fail, so what? That's just life. Anyway, that's what I've learned over the years, and maybe it'll come in handy for you someday. Thanks for the advice.
Well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. Paimon will start today. You're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
You know, amazing speech. Would have been better if she was 22nd. Oh my god, I really hope they did this, the VA studio gets their shit together. You already have the strength within you. I'm sure you face more obstacles than I can imagine during your trials, but you never gave up. That proves it. I bet I could learn a thing or two from you.
Ian-san, bad news. Okoland is out of control.
Stay calm. I'll be right there. Looks like the time for talk has passed. The Lord's work must be done.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not... She's not here anymore.
Oh god. Okay, that was actually like good. Dare I say it? Oh god, mentally ill person hammered edition is here. So fun. They named mentally
What are you
ill.
doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
Oh my god.
The abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay, that's what, 2 Biggie Churls, a thing, a rock saurian, a dendrosaurian, and 2 of the things whose name I don't know because I wasn't playing when they released. Roar!
They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself! Oh, Kotlan!
Get back! I don't think he can hear us right now. Yeah, let's beat him up. We need to get him under control. Let's go. I knew it. Oh. Oh, why didn't I climb that? Ah! You dodged, idiot.
Hey, it's okay. We're not the bad guys.
Come on! Give me your worst! Wretched abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad,
Oh no.
we're gone.
This is so
This is
hard.
my final battle!
Bam. 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 Bam.
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
This guy's name is Money. Oh my god, it's Money. Real.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Cocoland! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Watch out.
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
Chill out, dude. It's not like we're gonna execute him. Don't worry, we'll figure something else. Got him.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other 2. It's like he can't hear us at all.
I think we just do what we did last time and just put him in front of some monsters. And then he beats the monsters and he's like, yay!
He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
And he sure knows how to fight.
Oh, Coatlan.
He has a fighting spirit, that's for sure, but we can't keep him unconscious forever. I need to think.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome.
Who the hell is that?
500 years later.
Oh, it's the Doctor.
Resurfaced again.
I forgot the Doctor was a guy. I thought it was gonna be Dane and some. I thought it was gonna be Dane.
It's
The Capitan. So you've seen this illness before?
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people.
Is the Capitan also a mentally ill person?
The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
I definitely think that this story, working with the Capitan, is actually really cool because, like, we worked kind of with the Fatui in Leeway. Like, we worked with Child a little bit, and then we kind of worked with the Fatui in normal bits. I mean, the Capitan does wear a mask. Doesn't have a smile, but he does wear a mask. Oh my god.
the draft of lucidity.
Okay, he did not call it the draft of lucidity, Paimon. Please speak normally.
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, Give him this.
It has this thing on it. Okay.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
At the father's request, Eon's son accepts the drought from the captain and quickly gives the Ocote land.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
That's the guy from Rainbow Six Siege.
I owe you.
No, it's not. It's Capitano, I think.
Mr. Capitano.
And I haven't played
My
Rainbow Six
name
in so long,
is
and I don't
Rene.
plan on it.
You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Okay, he's just asleep. I'll help you carry him back. Traveler, let's meet up later. After the crowd disperses, the Capitan hands a few more doses of medicine to the guards to the remaining warriors, yada yada yada.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Thank you.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished.
Why don't you want to use your name from 500 years ago?
It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity?
It's not the draft of lucidity, Paimon.
Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance of success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now.
That's so true.
This has brought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
It does sound like he's correcting my. Oh my god, I like the Capitan as a character. I think he's a he's definitely probably the best Fatui written Fatui. I think him and Child are probably on like the same level. I personally didn't like Arlecchino. Obviously, I haven't done her story quest yet, so maybe she's really fleshed out there. But in the main quest, Arlecchino wasn't really anything of interest. But so far, Child and the Doctor are definitely, or it's not the Doctor, the Capitan are definitely like the best ones. And let's see, we murdered Senora, so she's dead. The Doctor was like meh. He only showed up at the end, and then he was gone. And that's it. I don't think there's any other. I mean, there's Child's Master, but I don't think she's a member of the Fatui. And then there's Linny and Lynette and Fermine, but they're like not the big bads, so they don't really matter. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice, huh? That sounds familiar. Was it Dane?
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment.
Oh, so Guthred is the guy who took Auroron's body.
Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
The soul that possessed Auroron, it was Guthred, wasn't it?
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
You're just now starting to think that?
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace.
I totally just realized these are, I think, Hilichurls. They look kind of like Hilichurls. Or the Abyss Mages, probably. That's what they look like.
And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer.
Oh, the good old question segment. You know, like the end of Act 2 of Fontaine, where you talk to New Boy.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Actually, there is something I want to know.
Man must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
Did the Capitan know something about the Ruler of Death? I might not get this opportunity to ask again. I don't get to choose? Dang it. Ask about the Ruler of Death.
Cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth.
Okay, I don't think the garden cultivated by the gods is in reference to the Garden of Eden, considering the Garden of Eden is only there's only one god in the story where that takes place. So I don't think it's that.
I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
Wow. Amazing. Mission complete. I bet they just didn't want to, either they don't ever mean to show his face, or they didn't want to bother modeling his face, or they didn't know like what the curse is exactly going to do. So they just, I bet you the model of his character doesn't even have his mask off. The curse of immortality. I don't know what I expected, but this is.
The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt anything. After helping occult land back home, I went on a small walk and happened to run into a messenger from the side of the canopy. He's looking for you everywhere.
Oh, did something happen?
Apparently, Sheila is ready to start forging your ancient name. She needs to check the progress of the Pilgrim's Chronicle. That device she gave you before. She invited a bunch of people to be there, including me, so let's head to the stadium once you're done here.
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
What a mysterious guy. So he doesn't seem quite as intimidating as before. We're basically comrades now, right? Anyway, let's head to the city. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting. I wonder who's all going to be there.
In the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Probably. I mean, I think Dainsleif is special in that regard. I think he's definitely got something's up with Dainsleif specifically. And I also think that, you know, something is up with the princess, our sister. So, you know, but onwards to here. Okay. Forging of the ancient name. I mean, I did just recently finish whatchamacallit, Shielin's the Children of Echo's tribe thing, the tribal reputation thing, which is basically their story. Oh look, so it's Lali Ororon, Kinich, Kachina, Lady Mulani, and Shielan. Oh no! It's so upsetting that because Kenichi isn't voice acted, how isn't voice acted either. Sure took your sweet time. Wretched scout, sat there to keep the almighty dragon lord cool, how awaiting Neo before us and apologize or will. Don't listen to him, we just got here too. I love a house so much. I'm so glad I decided to pull Kinich. Like, Hal is basically the good. He's so funny.
Reunited at last. Did you miss us? I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth.
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's Cheska.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
Mulani, her sister just died like last week. Chill the fuck out. Oh my god.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Hahaha, the Traveler deserves more of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the Collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to spare, so it's only right we return the favor. we were just doing our part.
Okay,
I'm doing my part.
Pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
Regina has voice acting, let's go!
All right, then to start things off.
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you can't be here for this part.
No!
But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the traveler, so she has to make up some excuse.
I don't think that's the same.
So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Lala's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say.
Yeah, I have something to talk about, but it's completely unrelated, so I'm gonna save it until we're done with this.
You're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it?
We've been traveling together for even longer.
Right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natland.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
Despite shooting into the surface, a lot of time seems to pass. That took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Mawika, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna go with Mabuika to fight this final battle, and that's where the Traveler is gonna awake he's gonna like get his ancient name, and then he's gonna awake the power of Pyro, and then we're gonna beat the monsters up, and it's gonna be epic. Or it's gonna be completely, oh, we did it. Okay, that was really short. Like, that was really short. That was only an hour and not even an hour and a half. Holy, that was really short. Now we have all this stuff. Oh, this must be the interlude. The hand of waits though, so the strength and power, yada yada. Why do I don't know. That was really short. I did not expect that to be that short. Free wish. Let's go. Oh, and we did our daily, and we did our exploration. That's great. Or not our exploration. We did our, I don't forget what it's called. Our commissions. That's it. I guess I'll turn them in. Why not? No reason not to, right? There we go.
Thank you for coming.
That was really short. I'm, you know, like I did not expect it to be that short. You know, I expected it to be like maybe 2 hours, but you know. Anyway, what I wanted to say but couldn't say because I didn't want to interrupt. If we go here, right? You have the character outfits. It's like, why don't they give the Traveler any character outfits? Like, I feel like it'd be like the Traveler is just another playable character, and there are so many outfits that he's worn in like different stories and events that would be awesome to get for free if you do the event or do the story. You know, like in the Children of Echo or the Children of the Springs, or the People of the Springs reputation quest. He gets like a swimsuit, and it was a good outfit. Or in the Sub-Zero's festival event that happened a little while ago, he got the Flower Night outfit was actually really cool, and I would like to wear it. I don't see why they can't do that for the Traveler. You know, the one the one character that everybody has. And like obviously they would have to make 2 editions, one for Lumine and one for Aether, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like I feel like it would just be really nice to make, especially to have as keepsakes for stories. And then you could obviously just, you get them for free during the event and then they put them up for sale, you know, like how they did this one or this one, you know. So I just think it'd be really nice to do that, because the Traveler's outfit is like one of the most horrendous things I've seen. Yeah, all done. Oh, okay, I want to do this event. I've not done this yet. This. Head to where Auroron is. Way over here. Oh, right, by the... Bum, 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 bum.
Let's ride.
Yeah, I mean, I think the primo gyms are also really nice, but also like getting the skins for the Traveler for free if you do the event or the story within the patch would be really cool, because like you don't get many. I think I have 2 or 3 dressing room things, and one of them is Jean, because I think you get this for free. Like you get this, I think you get that for free, and then you have the paid one. I think Amber has one, and like I have Kirara's that you got during the event, and like I think that they're a pretty cool incentive, and it allows a lot more customization. It'd be very nice to also have skins for the Traveler specifically, especially because
once the Traveler shows up, everything will get better.
Especially because like it'd be really cool to have them if they had done it from the beginning, and you could have like a skin per nation. Like a specific skin per nation would be really nice, so that you could, you know, if you have, when you finish the nation, you get a cool new look.
Hey, Auroron, over here!
Oh, hey there, Traveler and Paimon.
So you were looking for us? We came as soon as we heard.
You did? That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Is this what happiness feels like?
Why is he talking like that?
The heck? Where is this coming from?
You are truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables met you, I'm sure they'd grow all the more lush for it.
What makes you say that?
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. Did it work? Are you happy?
Very much so, but what about you? You don't look too happy.
It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a flower. Granny is standing in my way.
Yeah, especially because this outfit doesn't look the best. Especially like Lumine's is fine. I think Lumine's looks better than Aether's, but Aether's outfit is kind of stupid looking, and like being able to change how it looks would be really nice. I do like that the colors change depending on your element, but like other than that, it'd be nice if you could just choose a different outfit, you know? And it's like it'd be really cool. And it's like also if you could change Paimon's outfit, which is like maybe kind of odd, but I think maybe that's something that would happen like after the game is like the main story quest is done, which I don't think will ever happen because this game makes a lot of money. You know.
Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand in the way of others, leading them to despair.
And also, they're like the people they give skins to are like the most random characters. Like, why does Kirara have a skin, but then Venti doesn't have a skin? When Venti is the very first Archon, and his current outfit is stupid as fuck. Like, I love Venti. Venti is my favorite character, but his outfit is horrendous. I mean, like, come on. I love it if he can get a different outfit.
And on top of that, I'm her grandson, which means I get a double dose of despair. If that sounds serious, it's because it is. So please, help me deal with her.
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound so dramatic.
I had to get you involved. Most people can't deal with Granny, and
I'm an exception.
Exactly. You were the first person I thought of, Gramps. Gramps is what I called you when we first met, and I know I got told off for it, but please let me off for calling you that one more time. It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Seatlali treats you like you're someone special. And everything that's happened since we met suggests it's true. If I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Seatlali, your name would be at the top of that list.
It would have been really funny if he said, if he had a woven scroll that listed 40 people who could deal with Grannies and Lolly, your name would be every single slot.
Wait, so who are these other 39?
Also the Traveler. The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times.
Oh my god. Man, I think I need to write this game. What the heck? Anything for my favorite grandson.
Great. So you're gonna help me, right, Gramps? I can't stress how important this is. Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. Granny Seatlali is blocking my way and I can't get past. But now that you're here, I can start moving again before time runs out.
Okay, so what do you need me to
You know
do?
how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right? If you offer her what she wants, I'm sure you can lure her away.
Is she just like me for real, except I can't drink it?
You mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't notice what you're up to?
That's right. Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've planned it all out, including what you need to say. All you need to do is walk up to her and tell her this. Dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition spin-off of the case files of Miss Orith. Want to read them together? She'll pretend not to be interested for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes. As long as you're the one doing the fishing, she'll definitely take the bait.
You really think I have that effect on her?
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just saying whatever it takes to persuade you.
No, I mean it. Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she has a soft spot for the Traveler.
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced, but if all we have to do is say a few words to Seatlali, it's hardly putting us out.
It's as easy as watering vegetables, and if my vegetables were here, they'd... Sorry, there's no time for vegetable talk. Just trust me. Let me take you to her. With you here, everything will be better.
Okay. Oh yeah, thanks. I don't know how long this is gonna be. If I'm done by the time, if I'm finished up before you come back, have a good rest of the day. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, if I'm already done by the time you try to return, have a good rest of your day and have a good car trip, I guess. Don't break down. Yeah.
Need a surfboard?
Huh?
Huh?
What's the matter?
It's Granny. She's gone. She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in, standing right in my way.
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way. This whole time, Paimon thought you were being metaphorical.
Granny says it's tacky when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't want to be tacky.
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a light novel? Isn't that kind of contrived?
What? Oh, darn it.
I love Auroran so much. And it looks like your path ahead has been cleared.
See, Lolly probably figured there was no point standing in your way anymore. Auroran, whatever it is you so desperately need to do, you're now free to do it.
I don't think it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily. She might have laid a trap for me, or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
Well, why would she want to stop you?
Yeah, let alone lay a trap for you. Unless you haven't been up to no good again, have you?
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Rescue someone? Oh no, what happened?
Could I ask you to go inside and take a look at him? I think he should be safe for now, but he'll be at greater and greater risk as time goes by.
But then, what are you going to do?
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny's traps.
Okay, this sounds like a trap.
You must have fallen into her traps instead.
No, you'll be fine. Granny's traps will recognize it's the Traveler, so they'll leave you alone.
Really? That's a thing?
Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny's told her traps too.
You can't just assume that.
Either way, I'm counting on you, Gramps.
Well, sounds like someone's life is at stake, so we should probably head in and check things out.
That is not what she said. Yeah, so you just gotta do this quest, I guess. Maybe. Well, actually, let me look at the guideline. Wait, guide.
Guess we just keep following this path? Aurora seemed pretty confident that Lolly's traps won't harm us. But still, it can't hurt to be careful. We made it in without a hitch. Maybe St. Lolly's traps can recognize us after all. Wait, look! There's someone there! Hi! Are you okay? Can you hear us?
He's not responding.
Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you think this is the guy Auroron was talking about? Also, what the heck's been going on here? Lots of strange and mysterious stuff around.
Looks like some kind of ritual.
Could be. Let's get Auroron in here. He'll know what this is all about.
Sorry, Granny.
All grown up now, are we?
I'm truly sorry.
Now that you're one of the 6 heroes, you think you can do as you please, do you? Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of helping that spirit duffer?
Auroron! And, hey, St. Lolly.
Huh? Huh? When did you guys... Oh, drat. I wasn't expecting them. And now the Traveler probably caught me yelling at Auroron. Oh, this is not a good look for me. Hello there, you two. We were just, Auroron and I were, you know, acting out some scenes.
She's so Farina kind of
quoting the lines.
Huh? Yes, that's right. I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me. And now we're play acting.
Play acting, huh? Can I join in?
Traveler, come on. Now's not the time for games. So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
Yeah. Leela's his name. He got into some trouble during a clairvoyance session.
Clairvoyance?
It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know what a medium is, right? You've probably come across them in novels. Anyway, it's similar to that. Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
So in other words, his body's here, but his soul's gone?
Well, technically the soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing, but yes, in a nutshell, that's basically it.
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have stopped him if it was anyone else. But the issue is, Mr. Leela here is what we call a spirit duffer.
What's a spirit duffer?
Someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits, much less use spells on them. Now, there are certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. But, well, I mean, look what happened to Mr. Leela. The spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits, and so are all our problem-solving methods. So for spirit duffers, even our healing methods don't work on them. So if they get into trouble trying to use a spell, there's basically nothing we can do.
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
You hear that? No prizes for guessing what Auroron's bright idea was.
Self-destructing.
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't it kind of risky for you?
I'll be fine. Granny's just worrying too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides, it's probably our only hope of bringing Leela back.
Don't kid yourself. What happens if it's not as safe as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway. Honestly, you're such an idiot sometimes.
I love the way that I don't know, expressive symbol used. It's definitely more like the anime style, like expressions that they're going for, and it actually works really well. And I wish they would keep doing it and make them make the characters a little more, you know, interesting.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Auroron could be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Lolly tends to worry too much.
I bet you've got a plan, huh, Lolly?
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan. Why else do you think I'd be here?
Huh? You do?
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution. But that's beside the point. The point being, don't interfere when Granny's already got things under control. Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this. My plan will take quite a lot of work, and it's a little too much for one person.
Oh, great! Well, it's a good thing Auroron brought us here then.
Sure, how can I help?
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the crude method. Basically, it's looking for a needle in a haystack. See the thing I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom. Once the gateway is activated, all roaming spirits in the area will be drawn to it. If we're lucky, we'll find the one that belongs to Leela. I'll lend you some of my power like last time, so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use this projection sensor first, though. So don't forget that step. Don't worry, this time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming spirits around you. All you need to do is gather them up. You can leave Auroron to sift through them and find Leela. Since he wants to help so bad, he can take the hardest job.
What's the other approach?
Draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits. As we all know, clairvoyance is usually conducted with the goal of unraveling mysteries. If we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw his lost spirit back here. I'll do some clairvoyance of my own, and channel it through Leela's body. That should give me some idea of what he was thinking.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets it now! The first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second is like fishing with bait. Just like how Aurora wanted us to lure you away with the promise of light novels.
Your point would have been just as clear without the example, Paimon.
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
But Granny, it's amazing that you can use a person as a clairvoyance medium. I always thought you had to use inanimate objects.
You can't flatter your way out of this one. But you're not wrong. A person without a spirit is just a physical shell, which, for our purposes, makes them an inanimate object. Traveler, just over there is my spirit loom, which will record the fragments I see during clairvoyance. Once I begin, please arrange them on a woven scroll for me. Let me know when you're ready. We should get to work.
Use the spirit loom to weave the scroll. Die.
Are you ready? Don't worry.
Oh,
The spirit
I
loom
had
is
to talk to
very
her.
easy to use.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
I know this is your first time working with it.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, specific order and position. Okay. You have to, like, make face. How do I do this? I used to go like that, and then we need, I don't know if the hair. Oh no, this is the hair. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. This goes that. This goes like this. This goes, there we go. Perfect. Nice.
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a person. Who is it?
Huh? It's Sanhaj Kampore.
Huh? You mean that Sanhaj? Auroran's ancient name hero guy?
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master of our tribe. 500 years on, and the remains of his spirit is still so strong.
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only given to powerful figures like Granny Seatlali.
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the borders of the Night Kingdom and temporarily manifest part of it in the real world. I'm no amateur with border spells, but Sanhaj is in a league of his own. They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Mare Javari 500 years ago. Legend.
Whoa, he must have been really strong.
Of course, it came at a great price. As far as I understand, both Sanhaj and Tainoch, the leader of the tribal coalition forces, gave their lives to activate this spell. I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during clairvoyance. So what sort of spirit duffer in their right mind would... I guess folly is the greater part of bravery. I'm starting to feel like something else is at play here. I think I'll pay a visit to his house and see if I can find any clues.
There we go.
Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. Hopefully you do find Leela that way, because it'll save us an awful lot of trouble. But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Connecting with the spirit of Sanhaj Kampore has caused quite a stir. I think we may have just spooked all the monsters in the area. Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit? We don't want them to start attacking innocent bystanders.
It's fine. I can handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough to do already without coming to your rescue.
Alright then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
No problem, it'll be a piece of cake.
The most important thing right now is getting Leela's spirit back.
Alright, I'm heading out. See you guys later.
Oh. Oh. Oh, cool. So it's like 3 different challenges. And it seems like there's only 1 and 2. You need 2,400 total for the Prima Gems, and then 4,000 if you want everything. For that, this you just have to do gain 1,000 points. And then in this one, you do this during the quest, and then you just do this. All right, we're gonna do this first because it'll be easier. We do number 2. These are quick. So that's his fancy headband. There below. We need like, no, that's already good. We need his hair to go underneath. We need his face to go over the hair. Then we need the dark one to go no, other way. But not it, I think. Hold on. I think that should be it, right? What is missing? This looks the same. Does it not? Okay, this. Red. Yellow. There. Hair. Actually, we should probably start with hair, huh? Hair. Red. I don't need your help, game. Stop patronizing me. Red. Yellow. Face. Brown. Other brown. Is that not it? It looks the same to me. Oh no, the face is in a different... This looks the same to me. I don't understand. Like, it looks the same to me. Why isn't it working? Does this not look the same? Here. Oh, you know what is this? There was that. God damn it. That was stupid. The one thing. Oh, and there's 3 already. Oh, there's a lot already. Okay. There's more unlocked than I thought. You get... Okay, and there's like a quest line. Okay. And then you get a fancy sword if you do everything. Just like how you got Candace. Okay. I guess we're gonna keep doing this. Man. Do we get half of his hair? No. Oh, how do you do his face? Is that looks right? Yeah. That part of his face. What is this over here? That's a tiny piece. Oh, you know what? That goes there and it goes underneath. This goes like that. This goes over here. It goes right here. There we go. All right, that one was fast. And then 5 isn't unlocked. This with this, and then this, and then that, and then this. Oh no, wait here. Let's go this, maybe. No, this goes up here and goes underneath everything. This goes here. This goes over that. That goes there. But like this needs to go over. That looks right to me. Oh no, it's in the wrong spot. Hold on. Yeah, it's in the wrong spot in comparison. Here, what is that? Yeah, that's it. Okay. There, and then this goes here and drops down. Let me flip the hair on. This here, this here, this here. Behind it. There we go. Had it in the wrong spot the whole time. I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Now we can move on to whatever's next. We got the weapon. While characters are protected by a shield, damage dealt by normal and charge attacks increase with 20%, and normal and charge attack crit rates increase by 8. So shield sword. Cool. I'll do the. Do I want to do the quest? Okay, that's all done. This is also. Where do we go to do this? Okay, this is way over here. Yeah, we'll go over here and do this. Evil Banisher challenges by completing all Banishing Rite objectives will reward you with Banishing Aura, dealing AoE damage to opponents. While Banishing Aura is active, you will not be able to accumulate progress with Banishing Rites. Once the blessing expires, you can continue completing. Okay. Oh, so you just fight these things. Looks like there's only 2 so far. Trigger swirl reaction. Okay, swirl. Cool. I will use Mulani then.
Show me your move.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds
Carving waves. Oh. Nice and spicy.
fallen leaves adorn my night.
Seems like an emergency.
Time to go.
Let's ride.
A bitter purpose.
Luba, get them.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me. Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds
carving waves. Amazing.
There's still a minute left, and I'm already basically there. Okay, this is good. Unlike the last event that like kind of had a similar premise, it's not as bad. Like the last event seemed like it was really favored towards people who actually had way more built characters.
seems like an emergency.
Luba, get them.
Alright, we're done. Cool. 5,000 points. Gold star. And then there's only one number 2. I don't know what this is. Deal Hydro damage. Deal charge attack damage. Yeah, I guess we're going right back with Mulani, because she does Hydro, so. And charge attacks I can just kind of do anyway.
Time to go.
There you go.
Mind the side effect. Remember, health comes first.
I can't get my stamina back right enough to do charge attacks. Like, that's the big problem, is that my stamina just doesn't recharge fast.
Like an emergency.
That seems like constant oversight, I'm gonna be honest.
As one with wind and cloud.
Like, this seems like a new bullet built thing. For charge attack hydro damage? Are you kidding me? I can't do anything because I don't have any stamina. Because I need to use stamina to do charge attacks, but I also need stamina to dodge the attacks. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to do that if you just don't have Nuvolette. Like, it seems kind of unfairly balanced towards newbie. So, it's not really fair. But whatever. I mean, what? You could use a Hydro Archer, I guess. Then just spam charge attacks. But I don't have a Hydro Archer. So. I'm gonna do that. I want to do this. You stay away from nearby characters. Well, stay away from nearby. Use this to drive the roaming spirits and gather them to the spirit hub to accumulate spirit count. Oh, so it's like a thing. Gather buffs and restore stamina. Okay. You can just play as whoever. Venti then. Okay. Are we in teams or? What's exactly the?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Okay, you're just gonna do this. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Take it easy.
Come on, guys.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Challenge complete. 168? Oh my god! How did you do that? You gather 168 spirits alone. Oh my lord. It's actually crazy. So you just have to play it a lot to get the score up. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the next level of this. Yeah, for this, I'm gonna do this. Why are 3 of us animal characters? I'm gonna do this, and then I think we're gonna be done. Because I would do the rest of the event story, but it's not all out yet. So it wouldn't really be worth it. Why do they all have the weird green dude or the orange dude?
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Nice. 306. Oh, the screen is right. Oh, it's so bright. That's definitely fun. But like, man, they kept getting stolen. Almost done with this already. Okay, that's all that. Oh, like this. Here we go. Wow. Awesome. And then there's something in here. Just this. Okay, well. I'll definitely be doing that. Anyway, I think that's where this is gonna end. It was fun. It was shorter than the main, like the Archon Quest was shorter than I expected. I thought it was gonna be about the same length as a normal one, but it wasn't. It was only 2 hours. That was like an hour and a half maybe. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was obviously like not very interesting, but we got a little backstory about the Capitan, so I think that was good. Anyway, that's where this is gonna end. Hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. The next stream will probably be when the next Archon Quest comes out, because that's what I enjoy streaming. Or maybe I'll stream one of the story quests, because I do still have this Masters of the Nightwind thing, and I have the City Buried by Ash, and the City Buried by Ash looks really interesting, so maybe I'll stream that at some point. But anyway, this is gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Goodbye.